Good afternoon everyone, it's Rachel and today has been a real struggle for me. The temperature is low but it's very humid. We had some rain but just humid, like it's not that fresh sort of rain. So I've sort of been struggling all day with a bit of a headache. It's just finally gone. It's about 4:30 now. I don't normally do videos so late. And I've also just been, not being able to focus and not knowing what I really want to do. So I thought what I might do, I did watch Rhonda P's video the other day with her wonderful gift that she got from Angie. Angie is a journal maker who is not on YouTube or any social media or anything like that. But she makes amazing things and she gifts them. She has friends on YouTube. And she makes wonderful gifts for these friends. So I'm just going to pull out some papers. What I thought I might make today, which I don't really do very often, is make some random little booklets. And they could be little booklets that could be just, using bits and pieces of paper. And they could be, used in the envelopey sort of things. I'm just trying to see. I know I've got some double-sided printed things, but I could also use, they're not in here. These are not double-sided. No, they're not. So I thought I might make some random little booklets using ephemera and a little bit of digitals. Excuse me, I've got my head turned. Journal. See, look, I've got everything in these now, which is I really like, but I've just got journal pages and letters. I know I might have some. Now this one, now that's not in a kit. That's a freebie. I will eventually get off my what and send out my freebies. I haven't done that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm behind. You know what it is? I'm not a good writer. And it's a real deterrent for me to send out, have a mailing list, but I don't send out very often because I'm not a good writer. Honestly, I can't tell you what a deterrent it is for me. It's really shocking. I wish I had someone who was a good writer, as if in Italy, writing in English. No, not going to happen. But I wish I had a good writer that could write for me and send out my things. But anyway, you don't get a lot of words from me when I send them out because I don't like writing. It's not that I wish I would like writing if I was good at it. These are all double-sided, so these are going to be good. These are the letters with the kit things on the other side, the writing pages on the other side, and some with letters. So we might use some of those, at least some of those. Excuse me while I get organized. Oh, I also have these on the newsprint. They're good. And if I have anything on, what did I want to say? Oh, that's wonderful for this sort of thing. These are all good. And these are good. Oh, yes, they're print. Oh, yeah, I got this paper. Speaking of papers, I got this paper on Amazon. It's a parchment paper. I do like it. I might use some of that actually. I folded one of the letters in the letter folding way. It's quite thick is the only thing. So, but it is nice paper, so I guess we could use some of that. Now this is, these are all double-sided. I printed these out. I like to put those in my journals as pages. This is on the oatmeal color paper, so that's going to be good. And then we'll gather some, what's it called? So many things printed out, because I print out so many when it's all happening, when I'm putting the kit together with Steph and we print them out, make sure they're okay, sort of thing. Put that in the scrap box down there. Yeah, okay, that's good. We'll put those. I might come back. I can do some collaging. They're going to be booklets, but then I was thinking I don't know if it will happen, but what I was thinking was I have, and then I've got textile wallpapers. Not real wallpapers, you know, scanned. Not, well, antique, not my scanned wallpapers from public domain. That's a nice paper. What was I talking about? I've forgotten. Oh dear, I'm having a blank. Blanks are not good, isn't I love that one. Pull out some of these. That could be a nice pocket. It's on cardstock. I can't think what I was saying. Oh, that's double-sided. That's a good one. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. I've got one of Lulu's kits here, and I might make some sort of little, I don't know how it's going to work yet. So it's sort of flying around in my head. So this could be quite a few videos, this thing. So I think I'll leave all of the, I'm going to put all of these down on the floor. And I'll just grab them as I need them. Now, let's have a look over here. I've got some piles of paper here. I mean, it's just the land of paper. It's the land of paper here. These are, no, I wanted to put those in a floral sort of botanical gem. They're Sharon's. That's just plain paper. I don't think I want any of that. I'll put that back up there so I don't keep looking at it. These are my painted papers. I'm not sure, but I may or may not use those. This is what I wanted. I've got all these book pages. I don't know. I think I want to use them, and then I look at them and I think, oh, I don't know. And that is the these are the things printed on the transparent label full sheet papers. So that's that. And then I needed to get I'll need book pages, and then I'll also need, for this job, I will need ephemera, real ephemera. Okay, so I think we're just going to just start pulling things out. So I guess it's a little bit like maybe that page. I look at these things, I think I'll use those, and then I become precious about them. See, I could use these for my covers, those ones. These are just in museums, so I might tear them up. I don't want them to be really big booklets. But maybe I've got other, where did I see that? Oh, here. I know, I've got other things I might like to include here. Just a sec. Lily's been doing some fussy cutting for me. Let's put that up there. Look at my flowers. They are bursting because she's been sitting watching things fussy cutting. Because she said she finds it relaxing. I've also got in here some of these lovely images in case I might like to include anything of those. I just pulled random ones out. Okay, so let's just start. I don't want them to be too big, as I said. I guess, and I was going to say, it's a little bit like how Leslie makes her journals. Now, I don't want them to be full size, if you mean. I don't want them to be like document size, because we just did those. And I know I'll end up making them like documents. I wanted them just to be quick little booklet-y things, like what Angie does. But Angie does a lot of beige on beige, and I can't help myself. I tend to go into the colour. I just can't help myself. The colour just starts to happen. So I'm liking these together. I'm just going to start, yeah, just put random things. And if I have a page that's you know, white on one side, well, I will just, this is oatmeal, so this is good. I will just, you know, put something over it. I won't worry about it. So I'm just using this ruler. It's meant to be something quick. And I'm just going to very carefully tear off these bits. Even though I'm not aging this, I'm not doing any inking or anything like that, I still like to tear it where it was torn, if I can. Got to get the right comfortable position. Okay, so I'm accompanying next Friday. I'm going to go and get some laces in Florence. I think. Methinks I'm accompanying Lulu and her friends. I'm going to take them for the day. We were going to catch the train across from Faenza, but they didn't seem to have that train. Now, I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'll stitch it in one of the folds. But I don't want it that tall. So what can I do? I'll fold it up. I don't want it that tall. So I might just I'll take some off. Take it off. Yeah, so I'm going to accompany them. I'm going to go off and I might go and have lunch with my friend, Rose, who I used to work for her. She's an Aussie. And yeah, I'm going to contact her and see if she's around. Although I did see they were in Puglia, but I don't know if I didn't know they went to Puglia. They've been all over the place. I don't know. They post their videos. They're sort of... they're posted sort of, what am I trying to, see, it's not a good day today. It's a headache day. You know, like they might have it in their archives. So I don't know if it's current or whether they went there and they're posting the video now, if you know what I mean. I might even trim a little bit off. And yeah, I just want these to be fun little things to play with. I might even have that one there. I'm liking this. It doesn't have too many ephemera bits in yet. It's got digitals, but not. So let's go over here. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Oh, that is just gorgeous. It's shiny paper, but do I care? No, but I do love that. See, then I just want to hoard everything. I've got these sorts of things. That one's ripped. Doesn't really matter if it's ripped because I can put something on it to make it not ripped anymore. I think I might have this one folded. See, that one was originally folded that way. Do I want it folded that way? So here we're using a mix. We'll put that one there. I kind of liked that on the outside. So I think I might prefer this folded up that way. It was also folded there because that folded nice and easily. So I think I'm going to put this in maybe here. And then I wanted to make with one of, because I did mention to you guys that with my mixed slow stitch packs at the moment, Lulu did combine the colours for them. Of course, I didn't supervise, but I did go and check, and because I can't help myself, I micromanage. What about a bit of scripty? And so yeah, and she chooses, well, some things are similar to what I would choose, but she has done one that's lovely, because I did micromanage. Well, I didn't micromanage, but I did check, and it is lovely. So I thought I pulled one out for myself, and I'm going to do a slow stitch thing with it. So I thought I might make some sort of something to go on the outside. Look at this really grungy old paper here. I don't know how old this is or what it was about. It's written in Italian. Oh, it's science. It's something science, something about the molecules. So it's, yeah, someone's notebook, but I think it's a pretty old one. I'm going to put it in like that. So yeah, I was thinking they could be used as little mini sort of journaling sort of things, but they could also be used as something that you can pull apart. Okay. And then I'll have one more thing and that'll be it. So let's see. I think I might put that one, I'm going to switch it put it in somewhere else. That's there. Put that in there, and we'll put something else in. What about some... Oh, we didn't put any book page in. What about a piece of book page? Nice 1800s book page. Put it in that way. And I might just take a little, I won't take the top off, I'll just take a bit of the bottom off, because the top has some nice, I don't want the glue, so I can get the glue off. And then we'll put that in the center. Okay, so they're not like huge things. And then I'm wondering, I could even just staple them together. I could do that. Yeah, why don't we staple them? So I do need to grab a, I've got one paper clip here. I'm going to grab a paper clip. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my stapler. And what I'm going to do is just fold that over, because I don't have one of those long-armed staplers. And then what I need to do is just, I could have the outside of the staple. See, I should have had that on the outside. I've done it that way. Well, we'll do this one that way. Let's do it. I'll do it this way now. Got to try and get that on my fold. It's not perfect, but it'll do. And that is an instant booklet. It's a booklet. Should I take that one out and do it again? No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll put some washi over it. There we go. See, they're not perfectly centered, but that's okay. It's a cute little booklet. And as I said, you could take the staples out then and use these bits and pieces if you want to, or you can decorate it. That flips out. And because the staple wasn't exactly on the crease, that's a little bit of a wonky fold there. Or you can use it as a little notebook. But I might make some sort of, my thought is a little cover for it. But this could be removable. So I've got to think about that. But I think I might put together another one. Just chuck it over there, why don't you? So let's just tear up. This is on again, the oatmeal paper, so I don't mind having, you know, the plain backing. Oh, don't know what that noise was. Okay, I'm going to make another narrow one. This might be too thick. We'll just see. Might be too grungy for me, I don't know. So that's already thick enough to be some sort of cover. It's pretty nice. Anyway, I'm going to put that one in there. We'll have a nice piece of this old science notebook. It's very, very fragile paper. I would tear it out and use it for collaging. I do like that. Maybe we'll have that there. I don't like two folded bits together. We'll put that one in there. I may decide to tear that off. Oh, here's an envelope. Just going through my little ephemera box here. This is good. I don't know whether I want to use this or not. Pull out some papers here. Okay. Some I'm going to fold like that. I might take that away. It's not in the spirit of what I wanted to do. I have tea-dyed paper somewhere. I don't know where I put it. That one. What else do we have here? Let me add a little bit of teeny tiny bit of colour if I can. I didn't pull anything colourful out, did I? That's one of my favourites. I absolutely love that. Oh, I've got lots of them. Oh, aren't they lovely? I think they were all the same book. Just sort of all falling apart, they were. Oh, book page. Now I could go ahead and use a bit of this and just, I'll cover it with something. Oh, sometimes it just doesn't want to tear. Okay, let's see how we're going to organize this one. Oh, I like that. And we might put this one in here. I think that's enough. Okay. got nothing. It's nothing like Angie's, but the inspiration for these little booklets is from her Happy Mail that she did. So there's no channel or anything to link at all. Just maybe look up Angie Happy Mail, and then there's lots of videos of people who have received Happy Mail from her, if you want to see what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's two. Right, I am going to put these aside and see about maybe adding things. And then in a second video, we may do some sort of stitchery for them to hold them. Make some I was going to put that in, but anyway, make some sort of stitch thing to hold them is what I want to say. Right. So let's have a look at this one. This one may not, or maybe on this side of this page we could do something. Oh, I have these nice leftover bits too that could go, oh, this will be lovely in there. I don't want to go too, you know, too over the top with it. But I want it to be cute. Just a cute little project, a fun little Happy Mail. Or I may make some sort of little pouch for them to go in, so it could sort of go in your bag sort of thing. I don't know. Like those together. Oh, sun's out and it's hot. See, I would, you know, if you wanted to, you could just tie it, you know, if you have a journal and you tie sari silk around it, you could tie one of these on the outside. I kind of liked that piece of paper, so I think I might just tear it on the fold naturally. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. I hope you're having a more energetic day than I did today. Kind of annoyed because the day is over, but I asked Steffi to stop in town at the Rosticceria. Rosticceria is where you can get you know, it's kind of like a takeaway, but they cook the food. It's not like a McDonald's takeaway. It is takeaway, but, you know, more home-cooked sort of food. And obviously it's a little bit more expensive than if you were to cook it yourself. But we've had, he's been pretty busy today, so we figured, I just said to him, he's actually gone to the post office for me. He's gone to the one in town that's also still open in the afternoon. And he's so I said to him, when you're there, do you want to just stop at the Rosticceria and get something there to eat for dinner so that we don't have to cook? Because sometimes we just get over cooking. Does anybody ever get over cooking? Because I'm quite often over it. Just don't want to do it. Just don't even want to think about it. So I need a little piece. You know what I haven't used for a long time are my background pages. I just saw a little glimpse of one on a piece of vellum there, and oh, these are good pieces, and I haven't used those for one. I love that. Oh, here's a lovely piece. Oh, that can go somewhere. In the spirit of using up my scraps. Oh, there's some hand painted ones. Oh, I think I'll put that there. I like that. I put that upside down. What a ding dong. Not like it needed to be upside down so I could get the glue out. I just felt like I needed to cover up that little drawing. That's a little piece of hand painted paper. I just feel like now I'm going to feel like I need to do a bit of embellishing. Oh, I like that there. Of course, you know, I'm going to do these little bits of embellishing, but, oh dearie me, they can still be ripped up and used. Now, of course, you can't write on all the paper, although if you had a black pen, like, you know, a felt tip pen, I bet you could write on there, on this, and you'd be able to read it. When you think about those letters that, if you've seen the letters where they write on both sides, you know, in both directions, I mean, that's a good writing spot. We'll leave that one alone. Put that there. And I may come back and do some more. I'm just sort of getting my mojo going. I was a bit in a funk, really, today. Just not really. I did finish off one journal. I can't remember who's next on my list. Anyway, I'm going to send photographs today, I think. So whoever receives them, you're next. Now, let me see here. See, I do have some nice old pieces of. So you could do one of you could do these little notebooks, and you could provide in a little envelope sort of pieces of paper to collage on there, so that it could be used for writing. Rightio. So our cabinet maker, who's also our friend, he came over today, and our bathroom mirror finally arrived. We were using a tiny mirror that was Lulu's little personal mirror that she uses in her bedroom, and then he put the mirror up, and I said to him, I think it was better before when I couldn't see. I think I liked it before the seeing started to happen. Oh, what about a piece of this? Oh, last week on Wednesday we went out. I think I told you we went out. Steph helped our friend with her. She had to put together a thesis, and she had to do stuff in the computer. So Steph helped her, and then she's wanted to take us out to dinner as a thank you. And we went to our town, and which is where I've recommended the ladies stay on the textile tour. I've given 2 hotels. I hope you ladies have all booked, or well, you don't need to book now, but maybe you've contacted the hotels. And one lady, she contacted me and was having trouble, and I emailed her. Her name is Linda. And Linda, I don't know if you watch my videos, but I emailed you from my Gmail, not the other one, because I can't answer emails on the other one. And I'm just hoping that she received my email, because I didn't hear back from her. And anyway, so Lulu, yeah, good. She had a door open and she was watching something. But we went to town. We could not get, on a Wednesday, we could not get a table. We did find one at the place, but it does more international cooking, because there's an English lady in the kitchen. So I wouldn't, it's yummy, but I wouldn't, you know, that's, if you come to Italy, you don't want to come to Italy and eat, in English Italian version of fajitas or Thai. So that's not one that I would put on my list. But I think I'm gonna give Lisa Mattock a list of restaurants, and before whomever comes on our textile tour, for the nights that you're not eating with us, you're eating with us 2 nights, and then the rest are on your own. There will be the festival in town, and there will be kind of like, in inverted commas, street food. It'll be packed. So you might want to do that. But also I'm going to give a list of restaurants and their phone numbers. And maybe call them 2 weeks before you come. And if you want to book, and book the restaurants so that you don't have trouble. Or ask the hotel to book, sort of thing. Yeah, but just get organised with your hotel, your food bookings. You can, I mean, I'll indicate the rosticceria as well. Just know that, especially on the Saturday and the Sunday, it will be packed. But I guess if you go early, like have early dinner, it will be less busy. But if you go like it's from, say, from 7 on, it'll be packed. It'll be busy. So what I'm doing is covering up this modern writing with plainer papers, just scraps, so that they, you know, could be written on. I have this old map. I found it. Oh no, I think I purchased it at an antique market. I wanted to frame it because it's just lovely. But I'm not putting anything up on the walls here at the moment. So, yeah, it's just there in waiting for me to decide. So let me see. I thought I could put it. Oh no, I won't put that there. I'm just going in through my little box here to see what little scraps I have that need to be used, because they do need to be used. I think this one's going to be nice. Nice. Right. I wanted to put it that way. Yes, that'll do. And I'll put a little something there. Yes, so stay tuned. There'll be a video making some sort of holder, cover, baggy, something to contain the little notebook in. Should you just not want to tie it with a bit of, loosely with a bit of sari silk on the exterior of the journal as a little extra. Yeah, like that. And then that, oh, that's also plain, but yeah, I think we'll do something on there. Love these old textiles. And that's definitely a writable page. Oh, I don't know why I'm just going to randomly tear it like that. I guess I could just crease it. Let's crease it and tear it poorly. Oh, yes, that's what I wanted. And I'm going to crease this and see if I can tear that off. Because I want it to be a little bit rough. I don't want it to be perfect. Well, not that. Perfect is a very stretch. It's a stretch, isn't it? To say anything that I make is perfect, but you know what I mean. Right. All right, I need to take a bit more. I like the wonkiness of that, so let's just, oh, and I like Emilia-Romagna. That's my region, and Ravenna is like half an hour down the road. So yes, let's nightlife. We don't want nightlife. There's a lot of nightlife here. It's a disco town, disco area, our area, especially in summertime. They call it disco. It used to confuse me when I first moved here. We call them nightclubs, but nightclubs here are stripperoos for strippers. Instead, in Australia, a nightclub, well, it could be for that, but we call them more strip clubs. It's more like of a, you know, where you go and dance. I don't know in America or the UK if there's that sort of distinction. Whereas for us, a disco was more like in the 70s, a disco, you know, have a disco ball and disco music, Bee Gees, that sort of thing. Whereas in Italy, the disco is the nightclub and the nightclub is the strip club. So how about that for a bit of information? If you're going to go to a nightclub here, you're going to the strip club. I'm going to stick that there just because that's ripping. So yes, that was something that I still struggle with it. I want to say when I was younger, I was always saying, I'm going to the nightclub. And they're like, no, you're not. Are you going to the disco? And then as opposed to a disco bar, which wasn't exactly a nightclub in the Aussie sense of the nightclub, not the Italian sense of the night. Now it's getting confusing, isn't it? If you're going to a disco bar, then that was kind of like where you went and had drinks, but you're then at a certain hour, so it'd have tables for drinks, and then at a certain hour, they'd be cleared away and there was dancing. Like, you know, they'd have music. Oh, I like that there, sort of thing. So yeah, they call them discoteca. That's where the disco bit comes from. Oh my goodness, and we had great excitement today. I had Lulu's friend over and we had a video call with our other friend at her place, and we were there with great anticipation on, I can't remember, it's called Live Nation, a website where you buy, Lulu's been desperate to go to a concert, and she very happily informed me with her friend that Harry Styles is coming to Italy, and could she go? And so we signed up on this Live Nation website, and I'm going to put something down here. We signed up on this Live Nation website, and then we had to sit there at 10 o'clock exactly, which is also why I didn't do a video this morning. And we kept refreshing the page, and at 10 o'clock we had quickly clicked when it said buy ticket, and because what happens is you quickly click, and then if you're not, you know, because there's a lot of people purchasing in the pre-sale of the tickets, then I wonder if it's the same everywhere else, because there's a lot of people purchasing with the tickets. They you might get put on a waiting list for 3 hours and told you've got X amount of people before you. And so I said to the kids, I said, I was, you know, negative Nancy. Sorry, Nancy's, I know you're not all negative, it's just an expression. Oh, I've got folded bits here. Oh, okay, well, we'll use those for something else. I'm not going to glue those there because they're actually old. Yeah, so I said, oh, look, kids, don't get your hopes up. We're on the video call with the other mum, because you can only buy a maximum of 4 tickets, and there were 5 of them wanting to go. So I was buying 3, and the other mum was buying 2, or whoever got in first was going to buy the larger amount, and then the other person got in, and we, you know, they were at risk of missing out. You get put in this waiting list for hours, and they tell you you've got like 30,000 people in front of you, in which case you're probably most likely not to get a ticket. I can't find anything in here, guys, that is going to do the job. And anyway, so I said, first of all, her friend said, oh no, come to my house and you bring your iPad and do it. And I'm like, but I've got my PayPal, you know, I've got my work PayPal and my personal PayPal. And obviously I'm using my personal PayPal. And I said, it's all saved in the computer, and we've got a super fast computer because Steffi uses it for his, you know, graphics and stuff that he does for architecture. And I said, that's silly. You know, if you're trying to do it on an iPad or something, or a telephone, that's just not going to be fast. And you know, the connection might not be so fast at her friend's place. So I said, I said, at least get one of your friends to come over, because I thought I was only going to be buying Lulu. And then I said, you're going to go by yourself. So we need to buy at least 2 tickets. So anyway, he came, they're one of their bestie boos. He came to our place, and then the others were at her other friend's place with their mum. And anyway, so we were there with great anticipation. And when 10 o'clock came, we kept refreshing the page, and it said buy tickets. So I clicked on it, and I was like flapping about. I couldn't believe it. We bought our tickets instantly. That's how fast Steph's computer is and our internet connection is. We got tickets straight away. And then Lulu's friend's dad, who came to us, a nice dad, not the mean man, he came to us with us on the trip. He was doing it from work, and he got his 2 daughters tickets. So they just can't believe it. They're so excited. Because I said to them, you're not going to get tickets. It's going to be impossible. But I think the location of it, it's not in Rome or Milan or somewhere like that. It's out of those places. So it's a deterrent to some people to go. So anyway, they got tickets. Long story short, they're very excited. That's next July. We will be taking them up there to Reggio Emilia to go to the Harry Styles concert. And I said, if your kids are naughty, we parents will take your tickets and we'll go to the concert. I'm only joking, but no, I wouldn't. I'd let the kids go. But anyway, they're like, okay. I love this paper. I'm just gonna tear it and stick a little bit on the front. And then I think this book, for the moment, until something else comes to my mind, will be done. I'm not going to put that much on there. And I'm going to put that there. And I will link in the disc anything that I use that's in my shop. Well, you know, straw paper I've got, and of course book page packs. But the digitals I will link in the description box, anything that I saw that I used. But we will be working on this again tomorrow, because I've got the other one to do, and I want to sort of digest this one a little bit and think, what else do I want to do on it? How far do I want to take it? And it might also depend on what sort of pouchy or cover I decide to make for it. Because, you know, as I said, it could be something that you're going to pull apart. It could be a really cute little mini notebooky thingy-majiggy to use. Go away on a weekend. Document your weekend in there. And then this is the other one. So I'll put a photograph just of I won't put photographs of the actual thing, you know, like all the different pages. I'll just put the photograph up like that in the thumbnail. And I'll do photographs when I've done a bit more on them. So that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed that. I just needed to do something like that because it's been a bit of a bodgy day. And I hope you're all having a great day, not a bodgy Thursday. I was going to say Friday, but it's Thursday. Yeah, and I will see you tomorrow. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.